Hey everyone, and welcome to this old forgotten YouTube channel, and welcome to specifically my part of this channel. Some previous videos you can find on this page is actually something that me and my husband did throughout the pandemic. There's just a few videos of us challenging each other, doing some random stuff, drawing, baking, wrapping up gifts, eating spinach, I believe. So check it out as well. They're quite old, but if you've got nothing else to watch, why not? But here is going to be my little corner where I'm going to be talking about photography challenges I do and other things I love, which is probably going to include some traveling, some vlogging, but at the moment the main idea is photography. Every month of 2022, I have decided to try out different types of photography and share with you the progress. The progress I share on every few days on Instagram, and I share what am I doing each month. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing a recap videos like this one about a specific type of photography I have chosen to pursue this month. And in January, this was product photography, which I am very grateful for everyone who have joined, participated, supported. I'm very grateful to the brand which also supported this idea and sponsored the giveaway for the people who decided to join me on this. Actually, I'm wearing one of their outfits right now. The brand is called Positive Outlook. Check out their website, check out their clothes. They are very comfy. I honestly can live in it. Anyway, let's rewind a little bit. Why am I doing these challenges? In 2021, I was super lucky to meet an incredible amount of fantastic photographers who are based in London, and they are, honestly, all of them have different styles, have different passions, have different views, and some of them are still discovering of what they want to focus on, and some of them already know exactly. I decided that it's going to be quite cool to do this monthly challenge thing where people can try out different types of photography to find out what they're passionate about, because I find, honestly, everything is beautiful. Streets, sky, nature, products, the aesthetically pleasing flat lays, the food, the cars, the bikes, the people, everything. How do you choose your type of photography? So I was thinking that since everyone is so focused on their own kind of style and their own type of photography, I also want to find out what's the passion. I mean, my passion is technically chasing anything that looks cool or beautiful, but let's narrow it down. I'm planning that this year, by the end of the year, I'll know exactly what type of photography I want to do and what makes me the happiest. I know it's probably going to be impossible, but even after the first month of the product photography challenge, I already know what makes me tick a little bit more. What do I love more? And what I'm looking forward to in each month to come. So I hope this is also going to be one of the things which will help you. So why did I choose product photography for January? Last year, as I mentioned, I met lots of photographers, and the most common thing people were asking is about how to start working with brands. And the easiest answer I can give is actually to take pictures of the products. Duh! No, honestly, if you have a product you really love, there is a drink company, like you always drink their, I don't know, gin. Like I like gin, for example. Why not to take pictures of that brand? I'm using Samsung, but you might be using iPhone or whatever. Why not take pictures of your phone and kind of just find time, set it up, try this product photography? I mean, I'm just choosing quite cool brands, but for example, what I did during the pandemic, I chose my little niche, which was the hardest thing ever, because finding out what you want to shoot is ridiculous. But because I care about the world, I love traveling, I love nature, and in the long term, I want to make a positive impact mentally as well as physically in terms of sustainability. I went for small sustainable businesses which might need developing their social media websites, and I reached out. Of course, not all of them replied, but yeah, I got some of the brands, some of them I only did collaborations, so content in exchange for products, and some of them who really liked my work, I have created long-term relationship, and we have now occasional photo shoots, not occasional, like a few times a year of some of the new products they're launching, which is great. And I feel good because it's something I'm passionate about and I'm working with people who are passionate about it. And they get content, of course, I get paid, but it's fine. So how you start? You literally start, first of all, get a little portfolio of the things you like, and then start reaching out with sharing what your work is and why you want to work with the specific brands. Of course, it's like bulk sending emails to every brand you love. It's an easy journey, but if you want to capture attention, make it personal. Say why. What are your values which align with the brand? Because if you make it a little bit more personal, be like, okay, I have this idea, so you have these products, I have this setup, I can work with these colors, I can make a Instagram feed for you so you can see how it can work with our pictures you have. That adds the value. Of course, it's depending on the brand. The bigger brands, they'll have different needs. They would likely just say, okay, we need this amount of specific shots, and they would send you the exact examples of what they want, and the price is going to be completely different. Anyway, so that's how you reach out to the product brands who you can start working with. And hopefully that answers the question. And the reason I decided to do product photography for January is to actually, for you guys and for myself, of course, start taking pictures of more of the things around you and what you like, and share. And perhaps a brand is going to absolutely love what you created. Some of you have said actually to me that the brand you tagged in actually came back, liked it, or commented it, saying it's a great shot. Don't stop on that. Now you kind of hook them, post a little bit more, and then you can send them an email potentially saying, oh, like, I saw you liked some of my pictures, I would be interested to collaborate or work with you. Here we go. And don't give up on this. If they say that they're not interested to work now, build a bit of better portfolio, work a bit on yourself, decide if you still want to work with this brand, and follow up in a few months. I had some of the brands which I initially contacted and they were like, actually, no. And I thought, okay, it's probably like generic, they say it to everyone. But they said it because they already did like a shoot for their new collection. And then for the next collection, they actually would like to work with you. Here we go. So I had a lot of really cool submissions this month. So every month there's going to be a different hashtag. And let me uncover the mystery here. First hashtag, since it was January, and my Instagram name is Feel Life, it was Feel Life Jan. Yes? And then next, you're gonna guess it for me. Next month is February, and my tag is Feel Life. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be Feel Life Feb. So first 3 letters of each month are gonna be added to Feel Life every month for a different type of photography. So if there are going to be some stories with sneak peeks of what I'm going to do in the upcoming months, you can potentially start posting now if you have the content. But the idea is that you do it in a specific month, or you can plan ahead. Cool. Let me quickly check on my notebook what I was supposed to talk about. And so this month I covered few types of product photography. Yes, in each type there is a different type. We did outdoor photography, product photography. We did flat lay photography. I covered photography without a studio. So I set up like my home setup and shared a reel about it, as well as I shared some of my older work where I worked with just a direct sunlight and some shadows. And that's without a studio, just using a bed sheet as a background. And the shots, well, I think the shots came out cool, but I don't know. Anyway. And then I shared some of my first clothing photography with you as well. And I did a self-portrait outdoor product photo shoot with actually wearing this cool outfit. Let me quickly cover one more thing with you before we go into talking about the work which has been submitted this month. And it is actually how I started to build my product photography portfolio. Even when I started to reach out to sustainable brands in the UK, it wasn't like I came to them with empty hands. I started my product photography journey in Southeast Asia when I was traveling for just under 2 years with my husband on extended honeymoon. We traveled to many different destinations, but actually where I started to collaborate with brands was when I was in Bali. So Bali is a very chilled place, a very cool environment. Honestly, I just want to go back. It's fantastic. The way I started was talking to brands in a way that I would like to shoot for them to build my portfolio. So this was the case when I didn't have a portfolio yet. I had few pictures I took for some good friends of mine, and I just shared what I have. I shared my Instagram. It started with restaurants. So I wanted to shoot some food, and because I wanted to treat my husband. Yes, I'm very sweet, I know. I kind of, because I didn't have a full-time income, and my husband actually was the one who paid for a lot of expenses while we traveled. Plus it was a lot of our savings, and I had like small projects which I did online, but I wanted to treat him. And I wanted to treat him like going into a really good place, have a lot of good food, and to kind of afford it. So the way I did it, I started to reach out to brands, to cafes, to restaurants, saying that I would like to shoot some content for your brand in exchange for some food. It sounds ridiculous and lots of photographers would disagree, but when you're building your portfolio, I think that's the way to go. You might not be the most amazing, but it works both ways. You have a lot of food. We actually gained some weight because I reached out to lots of places and we had food every 2 days in a new place, and it was like, because they want us to shoot different food, you would have all those dishes to try after, and we made such good friends, and almost like people who would be like family to us, who would feed us even when we just visit restaurant after and we just love the food and we're ready to pay. They were like, no, 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 no. You're not paying because you guys are great and we would like to see more, and thank you so much for your pictures, and here's the food on us. And it's literally something that makes me want to cry, how nice it is for people to think about us this way and offer their products, their food for free. So with food it was one journey, and then with the products, since actually the brands would be likely looking not just at the content. For example, they have their own photographer, they have everything, and the brands I was reaching out, most of them did. It was kind of making them feel that they're going to gain something from this as well, because my following is relatively small. I had some amazing friends who were models who actually agreed to help out with the brands if I would have some inquiries about shooting some brands in exchange for clothes. And they really loved my work and they were always happy to model, which was, I'm very grateful for that. So we would have the brands, the way I would reach out to brands is saying already as a package that I have this and this model, and the models are happy to work in exchange for clothes. Of course I would like some clothes as well, but you will have this many pictures and we're going to share the stories. And because the models had a bigger following, basically the brands would buy into them sharing what they're wearing, what we're doing. It's for exposure, not as much for my pictures. So that's how it started, and then it continued to grow, and actually few brands I collaborated with in Bali, they used a lot of my pictures on the websites, on the social media, and I still, if I go back, I still hope we get a chance to work together, because as when I was leaving, so most of it was collaborations, but when I was leaving Bali, one of the brands actually said, we're launching a new line and we would like to pay for your services and do like a big studio shoot with you. And I was like, I had to leave. But anyway, so that was that journey. And when I was in UK, those are the images I was showing to the UK market, to the UK clients, saying that I have this portfolio and I would like to work with more brands in the UK because that's where I'm going to be based from now on. Well, hopefully I get the chance to travel more, of course, but yes. Hope this makes sense. Sorry for taking so much time babbling about my life and me. I hope you find some of it useful, maybe. And let's now talk about the submissions you have made this month. And I'm going to share, not all of them, but at least one image from each person who has submitted their work to this challenge. I am incredibly proud. And okay, let's get into it. Before I share with you the post you did this month, let me do this really cool transition. Like, ta-da! Magic. Anyway, wrong way around. So, and the first person we actually gonna check out is Kampgoy. I hope I say it right. Chris. Product photography, street photography, portrait photography, based in Florida. That's awesome. How did you discover me in the first place? Was it one of my reels? Let me know. I'm very curious now. But thank you so much for being one of the first people to post for the challenge and actually going above and beyond by trying out and actually doing the great job just by taking whatever you already have and taking pictures of it. I think one of my favorite ones of your submissions you did throughout this month is the iPhone, but simply because I really love the black and brown mixed colors and the effects and the shadows. The only things I would do, but it would take a bit more time, and that's what I did with my flat lay photography. If you zoom in, you can see a lot of kind of like little dust particles, and on your Apple iPhone there's also, you can see that there's like a fingerprint, I think. You can do those little bits in Photoshop or in the Lightroom. There are other platforms. If you're interested and you're not using Adobe Suite, let me know. I'll send you some other alternatives. But yeah, I absolutely love the composition. I really like the colors. I really like what you've done here. But yeah, there's there's like hair and stuff. So there's little things, if you're doing it for a brand and you want them to work with you, it's something that you might want to pay attention to, because the bigger the brand, the higher the standards, of course. And again, the fingerprint on the Apple, use the cloth. Honestly, it takes so much more time, but it is so worth it to see the results, and later on you don't have to kind of like worry about those little things in the post editing if you sort it out in advance. But otherwise, I think it is really cool. And then we had Philip Mick, who is, I believe, is based in Birmingham. Yes, I promise that next time I'm around we can shoot, because you are very talented and I'm very grateful for your support as well. You did fantastic work with your product shots, with the drone shot. I love how no matter what, you're sticking to kind of the style you would like to follow, the colors to match to your feed. So see, when you do product photography and you're like, oh, why should I do products? It's not going to fit with my feed because I shoot different stuff. Look at Philip. He did it perfectly. Like the moody tones, the colors, the blue tone, it's just fantastic. Yes, I mean, there's no comments in terms of like dust particles. It's perfect. You can see branding. It's great. Little things I found, which, but it's literally just me. No one's going to pay attention that there's like drops on the floor. But if there's something that bothers you, try to remove them and see that it doesn't grab the attention of the eye, and then you will know what I mean. Just try it out. It's more work, but if you kind of can contribute that time, it feels that little more satisfying. Then we have Holly. Holly is a fantastic photographer overall. I have never seen her product work. She's done lots of street photography and portraits and animals and the variety. The feed is fantastic as well, like how you change the colors as you go. But that's not reviewing the personal pages, that's focusing on product photography. Images which Holly has submitted were beauty products and some paint, I think. I would maybe, when you shoot beauty products, you have here perfect setup and you taken pictures with the same items for with the same setup for different items, which is great for if you're doing it for website work. So if the brand wants the images to be on a website, so you stick consistent throughout with the location. But to add a bit more variety, I would try just a few different angles as well, like put them like laying down, using the same exact location for the consistency purpose, for the brands, for example, to use your images not just on the website but on social media, is to add this kind of variety with the same colors so they can color match it later on, if that makes sense. But otherwise, awesome work, really beautiful, very clean. So next we have Kapu. submitted beautiful image of a watch. I love how this month we had few watch submissions. I actually didn't shoot watch before, even though I do have a few really cool models. I'm like, okay, I probably should have tried or should try still in the future. Life is long. And the watch submission which Capu did is very beautiful. Like, I love the colors. Again, my favorites. Little hair or something, because it has kind of rustic look, I guess. Even the dust particles, they work. But yeah, very impressive work. Very cool split of the image as well. I know sometimes it's so tough to have the landscape style picture, and how do you break it down? But that's very cool. Okay, next one we have A.A Vision, and his work is also great. Thank you for participating and also submitting some of your beautiful work. For example, you posted the reel how you did a long exposure perfume shots, and they are very beautiful, very professional, very cool. So thank you for submitting all of the previous work as well. I also really love this image of monster can you have submitted. I think it is immersed in the water, and you have added the effect of the sun glare, but the colors, it's just really cool piece of art. I think it's very artistic. Then we had an amazing submission by Dominic, who is based in Bern in Switzerland, and he has a very beautiful travel kind of vibe page. And the submission he made, he focused on his Reebok boots, and he took a general image. I mean, on his image though, if it's a product photography on the first image, due to the ground being kind of rocks and grey, and the shoes are white/grey with the light, it's kind of hard to spot what's the focus on. But as an image, he stands out personally as maybe actually it's not you yourself, sorry if it's not you, but the shot is great. And the shoes on the next, as I swipe to see, here is clear that this focuses on the shoe, and I love the depth of field. And then I guess it's just where the shoe takes you, images of your walk, which is very beautiful as well. I hope you can enjoy it in the next months to come as well. And these are so okay. And then we had the submission from Theory Cuba Films, who has an absolutely immaculate work. If you want to see some really cool images of drinks, beauty products, of the perfume, check it out. The work is stunning. To that level of photography, I will still have a long journey to get to, but it's fantastic submission. Then we had Bilal, who has submitted a JVC player, and I think it's a cassette player, and the shot is really cool. It's very dark, so at first I was kind of like, what is this? But then it kind of makes you wonder. I like the glare of the light. I like that the light behind is different, so it gives a bit of a contrast. Yeah, but it doesn't as much focus on the brand, so it took me some time to actually figure out what it is. And with product photography, if you want to work with brands, it's good to kind of define what is it, what's the brand. Anyways, then we had really good submissions from Benji, OCMB_media. His photography is beautiful. I do not know why he still doesn't have more followers, and I hope he grows, because like, no words, right? Sorry. He's got really good shots, really good. And the product photography he has submitted, I was talking to my husband, who would he choose as a winner? And he said that Benji would be the one. the first image he saw was of the can, which for me, I like the shot. I think the colors are great. I think it's good positioning. It's just generally good, clean shot. For me, slightly too much edited, but again, it's in each photographer's eyes, it's different. But my husband saw it and he's just like, I love it. I'm like, cool, because he sees it for differently. And however, the next submissions Benji did, guys, it's just, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't need any words. It's like, I'm going to try to find something on it to say, oh, I found. Again, dust particles is those little things which makes it look a little, could be cleaner. Here you go. But honestly, the ones with the glares and stuff, they're fantastic. Again, the bokeh is perfect, but those little dust bits is like, you can do better. No, but I am absolutely blown away by the work you've done, and I love how motivated you are to continue strong in this February. So that's awesome. Then we had a submission from Tom Rokita Photography, which I didn't even like. Oh my god, I didn't see this post. It is a beautiful, beautiful work of, is it coffee beans? Some people said that this was the best photo of coffee they've ever seen. Do you agree? Oh, okay. There's some more product shots, which are also very cool idea. And then we had a submission by Deliagova_photography. And girl, I have never thought you've got this talent hiding in you, because I've seen your shots, they're fantastic in terms of environmental portraits. And I know you do it as a hobby, but this work you have been doing is, oh my god, the beauty photography is just absolutely your thing. I mean, I look forward for you trying all the other things, because discovering and trying, same as me. But so far, the editing. So the submission is this, and the edits she did with it, I think it's fabulous. It's so good. I can see that she basically took 2 pictures, maybe more, but at the moment I can see 2. So where there's like a small shadow with the item, and there is a big shadow with the item. Maybe you even took 1 picture with these 2, if you have 2 of these. Yeah. And then you just pasted it and edited so seamlessly. It's such a beautiful piece of work. I am honestly impressed. 3, 2, 1, capture. And then we have Kath. You're just incredible. For example, this submission of the Atlas 4.0 Ruroc helmet from the event we attended together is absolutely stunning. Like the colors, I love how you toned them down, the composition. I only hope they give it to you for free so you can play around more. So, but anyway, that's a beautiful shot. Also, you have previously submitted the Mercedes-Benz logo, which I shared as well. Mercedes liked it. One of those very important things when you shoot a brand, honestly, even if you just shot yourself somewhere walking or going on a trip, or for example your friends you're hanging around, just tag a brand you have, like backpack, your coat, your, don't know, lipstick you're wearing right now, depending what you do. Yes, just tag them. You never know, they might be like, I love your work, let's work together. So fabulous work from Kath. And then I think I didn't talk about visual_Celsius. Robert, I can see you are not doing product photography, not by your submission, just generally by your profile, which is absolutely fantastic. Your editing style, your pictures, your compositions, your colors. And the submission Robert did is of a headphones, the Marshall company. And I have no comments. They're fabulous work. They're fabulous shots. The colors, the popping, the reflection. I thought maybe you did it as in just copied and pasted underneath, but no, it's actual reflection. Very great shots. Very beautiful. And then I wanted to quickly go for some reel submissions. So with reels, we had a submission from Optical Joe. Honestly, man, yeah, all of your work is impeccable, but the product photography you sent, the watch is, no words. It's fantastic. And then we also have Charles Mugisha. I hope I pronounced it correctly. If not, send me a message, I'll learn how to pronounce it. Who did a video on how he's doing a creative approach to a Nike trainer with floating, what are they called? Shoelaces. There you go. With floating shoelaces. Very interesting idea, very useful to try. I might try something with this. It actually gave me also a few cool ideas. And yeah, it's great work. Look at that. Great reel, great idea. And then we had loads of beautiful submissions from A.A Vision, how he uses little toys for photography, and yeah, great work. And then there was another one, almost forgot about, Peter James. The Instagram name is Peter James Tyrrell. Peter has fabulous photography. Each shot he posts on his Instagram, it kind of grabs the attention. You want to look at it. You want to discover each corner of the picture. He is very talented. And the submission for his product video is very sleek. The lights, the reflections, the details. Beautiful work. I'm not 100% sure about the text choice at the end of the reel, but I never am sure about my text which I choose for the reel, so I cannot comment on that. But yeah, very solid work. Everyone did a really good work and I'm very impressed. And yeah, no comments at all. Oh, I almost forgot. So a winner for this month is Jack, Camera Lizard Photos. I'm not sure why you've chosen this one. Maybe Camera Wizard you meant? But I love lizards. I have nothing against it. Just kind of very curious. Is there a story behind? Do I watch a video about it? Anyway, he has a fantastic YouTube channel. So much positivity, so much information, very useful information. He's the one who I've learned from a bit more about panning shots. I mean, the first time I tried panning shots was at the Optical Wonder photo walk. And when there was one of the tasks we need to do panning shots, I was like, what was that? And then I tried, and it's actually really cool. I'm very grateful for everyone who helped me to do them actually at first. Jack is very talented with his panning shots. He had made some submissions for the January photography challenge, which were really fun. And the shots which won the January product photography competition are the shots with the red Lego bus in front of the Tower Bridge. It has this kind of like moody English weather, like London vibe. And there's this bus, which is a toy, and it makes the image so much brighter and happier, even though it has like raindrops on it, and it's literally a representation of London, of Britain. It's great work. I think you have done a really good job, and I cannot wait to see more of the things you post. I know it was a very tough decision for Positive Outlook to actually choose the winner, because they were saying that all the submissions are so unique and so cool and beautiful. So yeah, well done, Jack, for bringing those cool emotions and for winning this month's competition. I hope you participate in the months to come as well. Overall, I hope everyone who has joined me on January challenge can join in February as well, and see if you like product photography or automotive photography more, and let me know, because I'm also developing, growing, and I would love to chat with you more about the process, about the struggles. And if you have any questions, comment down below, DM me on Instagram, PhilLife. Use the hashtag to participate in next month's competition as PhilLifeWeb. But also, if you do more product photography, do use PhilLife Jan, or just tag me on your images, because at the end of the year I'm going to be looking through all of the photography that all of you have done and potentially selecting more winners for each category, or doing just a big one giveaway for the best image. So keep posting and keep creating, and I'll speak to you very soon.